Hello students, here is a guide for your argumentative essay. For this essay you are going to define a term, and it's an abstract term, and as always you need some handouts. The first one you've already used when you wrote your discussion board is the art of argument. I want you to use Cicero's 6-part essay for your essay. Make sure that you include all 6 parts. The hook and narration and partition or claim could all be one paragraph. It could be your introductory paragraph. And so this isn't 6 paragraphs, it's 6 parts. So that may be one way you would like to structure it. And then your confirmation is your support. And so you would have your reasons for your idea or definition of your abstract term, and you will support it with evidence. So it can be personal anecdote. For this essay you can use I. You still cannot use you, but you may tell an anecdote or a story that supports your argument. You also may wish to use allusions to history or literature or any other support, facts, details, expert opinions. If you do consult sources, you will need to cite them properly and create a works cited page. It is not required for this essay that you use secondary sources. If you wish to, you can, but make sure you document them correctly. And then you do need a refutation. You need to look at the opposing side. You know, even though this is defining a term, other people may view it in a different way than you, and so you would need to address that in your essay. And then finally, write the conclusion. Again, here's some suggestions on how you can hook your reader, and maybe practice the different ways to define with your term, the term that you select, and develop one of these. Okay, that's one thing that you need to look at, again, in reviews in the Art of Argument folder. Also in the Art of Argument folder, I've included an edit sheet. Now, you don't have to edit your essay, and we're not peer editing this essay, but this may help you make sure that your essay is well developed and has all of the essential elements. Plus, if you are struggling with run-on or fragmented sentences, if you print up your essay and highlight every other sentence, you can visually notice if you have a sentence that is way too long. And then perhaps you might want to re-examine that sentence and make sure it's not a run-on. Or if you have a sentence that's too short, just make sure that it's not a fragment. And then also, if you notice that every sentence is short, then you need to change up your sentences and add some variety. Or if you notice every sentence is too long, it's the same thing. You want variety. And there's a handout on how to accomplish that in the writing folder, the general writing tips. And so this is also tells you a way to get rid of you. And so it's a good strategy where you just find the word in your essay. Okay? You don't have to do this, but it might help your essays, the mechanics, a little bit more. And then also, you need to look in the definition folder. The prompt is there. And there's also another handout. It's called Ways to Define. And you may wish to look at these notes. They offer different steps, different strategies. And so like you can use examples to define, or you can give really detailed description, or you can compare and contrast it. It's like an analogy where you compare something, this abstract term, to something more concrete and familiar. You can also use synonyms, or negation is where you tell us what it is not. Okay, enumeration, listing its characteristics, the origin and development. So those are just some more notes. And then here's the prompt. I want to look at it real fast so you can get started on it. You're going to define one of these abstract terms. So select any one that you feel you can define very well using personal experience or literature, like I said before. And so these are all abstract terms. And so your job is to argue your definition. And here are the requirements. Again, no you. You do not use you. Make sure it's 1,000 words or more, that it's using proper MLA format. And here are some strategies to help you define the term. Make sure your facts and examples connect closely with your term, and that everything, all the characteristics or qualities are related back to the concept. Now please, please, please do not look up your word in Webster's and use that definition. I can do that, and so you're not really helping your reader learn anything new. You create your own unique definition. Okay, and so this is due Saturday by midnight. And good luck.